everyone. Welcome to Everything Job and Career. My name is Grace Chukwuma. I'm so excited to be back again and to continue on the series we've been dealing with, which is how to deal with the challenges of infertility as a professional woman in order to stay productive in the workplace. In the previous episode I made on this series, I talked about the need to have a robust support system in order to deal with this challenge of infertility. And one of the support I recommended was the need to connect to a professional, a therapist or a coach that can give you professional support to scale through this challenge. I also shared my experience of how I connected with a professional therapist, just a little discussion, but it was so effective that he opened my eyes to see the limiting beliefs that had prevented me from conceiving. So he told me what to do. If you go back to that post, you will hear what I talked about. I shared my experience with him. I did what I was told to do, and boom, in the next month, I conceived. It was a miracle. So I'm so excited because he's here with me today. And briefly, he's going to talk about the psychology of fertility. Of course, we know that the mind is a powerful tool, and our beliefs are also very powerful. It affects where we go, what we do, and the results we get. So I'm excited to have with me here. He's a therapist, he's a coach, and many more. So his name is Coach Chukwuemeka Ezeogu. So I'm excited to have him here to talk about this very important topic. So over to you, Coach Chukwuemeka. Thank you so
Thank you very
much.
much Grace, for having me this evening. And it's such a delight to know that conversation we had was as effective as you make it out to be. The truth is the mind and the body are one system. And that's first where the place where most of us generally have not come to realize that your mind and your body are one unique system, so that one of them can prime the other. So your mind can prime your body, just as your body can prime your mind. Your mind can start your body on a journey, and your body also can start your mind on a journey. They are one system, they are locked together. And the understanding of this is powerful, because the moment you begin to think of yourself as something, you have about 50 to 70 trillion single cells in your body. Each one of these cells are eavesdropping. They are listening to your internal conversation. Whatever it is you're telling yourself, these cells are acting it out on a belief level. So if I tell myself, let's use a classic case now. Say I grew up in a house where I was programmed to understand that men are supposed to be the ones that provide for the family. It is a man's duty to provide. And I have to say the masculine frame. If I so find myself as the sole provider in my immediate family, say I'm married to, and I become the sole provider, if that program had sat very well, I begin to feel like, since I am the sole provider of this family, I am the man in this family. Now that's a thought process. Now that thought process starts, and my body, the cells in my body begin to take it on. Yes, we are the man in this family. We are the provider. We are men. This is against the fact that I am feminine, against the fact that I have a womb, and I should conceive and have a child. My mind is receiving a message. My mind is sending a message to my body that, look, we are men. I am a man. I am a provider. Men are provider. And because I provide, I am a man. The moment this information sits very well inside my body, my entire is powerful. My entire disposition may, I'm using the functional word may, because this doesn't happen for everybody. The intensity of that belief is what determines how it happens. My physiology may begin to align with that belief. And the moment my physiology aligns 100% with that belief, some of the things I will notice is that I have the disposition of a man. I wear men color. I speak men language. So my physiology is already morphing. But at the biological level, I had told myself that I am a man. My body had taken that message from my mind. You realize that men don't conceive. Men cannot give birth. Right? So just as I've made that full alignment,
Yes.
my body now holds that look, she is the man, she's the provider. She cannot conceive. You will notice that even if she conceives, the body will reject it because the program is so strong. I mean, it's even worse if the dynamic between this professional and her spouse is such that their relationship is not amicable. She feels some level of negative emotions. So if you can hear me now, so I was saying that, look, once that alignment has sat completely, right, the body will begin to behave like that of a man. It's not just physiology now. It's not just physiologically now. It is biologically. So some women would notice that, look, they keep rejecting, their body keeps rejecting the baby. Conception would happen, but the body will reject it. Sometimes conception will not even happen for a very long time. Their body is beginning to morph that of a man. So that's one of the ways where your psychology primes your biology. And this is well, it's not always very often, but when it happens, it is easy to know, especially when you see both spouses that have gone to check and they will have said there's nothing medically wrong with the two of you. Right? There's nothing wrong with you at all. You guys are okay, you're fine. If you've come to that point where there is no medical basis, then you have a biopsychosocial basis for that dysfunction. It is psychology. It is your thoughts, your beliefs that is impacting your biology. It is one way where your psychology has a very strong effect on your biology. So that's how this thing plays out most times. You'll see it for some people. So for some ladies, they would even begin to go bald. That's how bad it is. Their hair will begin to fall off. So for some, there will be complete stop in their menstrual flow. But it's all psychology. So once this happens, and you've been able to establish that, look, I have a pattern. I have a program that is coming from way back. And that program has associated certain things with the masculine gender. Those things that I have believed to be the exclusive preserve of men, I find myself doing them. And because I find myself doing them, I'm beginning to associate some masculine energy to myself. When you find that is the case, you need to now work out the entire belief repertoire, and that takes work, because you have to now use your biology to prime your psychology at the same time you're using your psychology to prime your biology. So at the belief level, I'm saying I'm a woman. I am affirming to myself that I'm a woman. I'm doing everything that a woman does. In fact, I go into my wardrobe and I change my wardrobe. I put feminine clothes there. I put feminine colors there. I do feminine things. I'm affirming both at the physiological level and at the psychological level that I am a woman. What you'll notice over time is that the system will begin to correct itself. Because on some primal level, you know you're a woman. But it was a psychological conditioning that allowed your mind to speak to your body regarding your femininity. And the moment that information was believed, something began to happen. And the thing is, nobody will be able to trace what exactly is wrong because it is not a medical thing. I don't know if I made some sense.
In fact, you made some sense. You know what? I just remembered what you said to me. You said I should make this affirmation, I'm a woman. And then I remember I had to write down this affirmation. I was reading it every night and it was very effective.
This whole thing is built upon the premise that, look, you're not plenty systems. Your mind and your body, they function together, they are hooked. What is happening in your mind will be happening in your body. What is happening in your body will be happening in your mind. They are that intertwined. So you want to be careful about especially in this dispensation. You know, in fact, it's most likely going to be more pronounced now, and I don't have the data to back it up, but really because You have more women in the workplace now. And a lot more of them are driven, aspiring to come to the playing field that used to be the exclusive preserve for men. Chances are that this kind of program starts to sit. And the moment it sits, they begin the direct impact in your field. The moment you sense that, look, especially for those young professionals who are beginning, who you're just getting married and you're just coming into the work world, the moment you begin to see that you're beginning to lose touch with your feminine, say you just look inside your wardrobe and everything you have is masculine. Your colors are masculine. And when you get to the office, you always project a masculine strength. You're always putting forth showing forth masculinity. You want to begin to check it because you are beginning to speak to your body by those actions subliminally that look, I'm a man. All right. What you want to do is you want to celebrate the balance. You are in a masculine workspace, I get that, but you want to celebrate your femininity because it is not it's not a defect or dysfunction. It's powerful all in itself. You want to ensure that you still have that space to celebrate the woman that you are and affirm her. Most professionals only affirm themselves when they see that they are winning in the men's world. And once you begin to notice those core masculine tendencies, you want to now begin to balance out your feminine side. You want to balance, you want to intentionally balance it out. You want to, like you did, you want to try affirmations, use them because it was an instruction that you heard that men are providers. Men are the ones who provide. That started this whole thing. It was a verbal instruction that morphed into a belief. That started the process. And you go through and start it with a and yours will be, you're not removing the fact that you can provide. That's a given. We are in a dual income earning family space now. So it is almost always expected that the man and the woman are working to earn at the same time. And in fact, in this dispensation, cumulatively, you have women earning more than men on some levels. So it is the new normal. But it should not erase the fact that you have you want to do is you want to affirm your femininity. Create that affirmation and use it like a ritual until you believe it, until you begin to sense that, yeah, there's a change. I'm softening up. I'm girling up. Yeah. Once you begin to sense that it is already changing, stuff's already happening. And that's the instruction you want to going to send to your body. The moment your body believes it, you will see the shifts gradually. For those who's not conceived before, they will conceive. Their body might reject it over a short while, but it's a process, right? So long as they keep working on their affirmations, they keep hammering on that belief until it sits. The moment it sits, the body goes back to how it was designed to be in the beginning. You conceive, and you have the child.
Thank you so much. This session is short and powerful. We can't say it all because of time, but you can always reach out to Coach Emeka. Get your own miracle. That's what I would say because when it happened to me, then I said it was a miracle. It was because when I started making that affirmation, and 2 months without any medical aid or support, I conceived. So that is why it was like a miracle. That's why I said we don't have all the time here to talk about this in details, but you can always reach out to him. He's a therapist and he will talk to you. He will see your need. He will know what's your own problem, and then he will give you the support that you need. So his details will be on that description, so you can reach out to him to book your own session. So thank you so much. I think this is where we're going to end this video for now. But Coach Emeka, one last word for women who are dealing with this challenge. Just one last word for them that they can take away from this session.
It doesn't matter what's happening to you at the moment. I want you to look back to your design as a woman. You were designed to be a wombed man, carrier of babies. That's your design. That's something that no other the masculine species can never do. It is your design. So whatever is happening now is an obstruction to that design. It does not change the design. So if you find that you're having this challenge, I want you to rest assured that once the obstruction goes out of the way, your body will always reset to how it has always been designed to be. It is not something to heal yourself over. Just get help and you once that obstruction, once that hindrance comes in the way, you go back to design and you become everything that you were designed to be. You have your own babies, you raise them well, and then you still end up doing this while you are a professional.
Thank you so much for taking your time to be here and to give us this loaded message. Thank you so much. I think this will be the end of the video. Please remember to subscribe to my channel and turn on the notification bell so you know when new videos are uploaded. So until we see you again, take care of yourself and stay productive. Bye-bye.